I've trained over 300 athletes in my soccer training business in the last 2 years. And in today's video, I'm going to be exposing you guys the 3 steps that I took to get to 300 athletes before turning 24 so you can copy exactly what I did. And stick around towards the end of the video where I'll even expose the exact system in number 3 that allowed me to sign 15 to 20 clients a month to ultimately get to this 300 athlete mark. All right, so let's get right into it, guys. So look, there's going to be 3 steps that I took to get to these 300 athletes, and it's much simpler than you might think. So step 1 is offer. Okay, so this is the most important thing of any business, right? Or at least one of. It's one of the pillars, which is your offer. What are you actually offering to people? What are you giving them? What are you servicing them with? So if we're in a private soccer training, we are doing soccer training, right? Now, that's not just like your classic 4 sessions a month, or not even that. Like most of you guys are probably just doing, paid $40 a session, and the client can show up whenever they want, and you don't give them anything extra. You're not making them commit long term, all of this stuff. Okay, so a little story on me is like when I got to my area, I saw that everybody was doing the exact same offer, which was like a 40, $50 a session thing. And it was a pay per session deal. There was no commitment. There was no extra things, no extra value creators. Like nobody cared about the athlete really. Like they were just there to make some quick cash on the side. That's really it. And that's by offering that, that's all you really care about is making quick cash. You're not really thinking about the athlete. So what I did is I saw that and I was like, okay, look, I have to be different because if I want to scale to 300, nobody's done this in my area, or very little people are doing this in my area. So if I wanted to do something different, I had to be different. I had to offer different things, right? So I had to think outside of the box. So basically what I did is, and this is what I do with all my clients, is like we sit down and I sat down and I basically listed out everything that I thought would make an athlete better outside of soccer training. Obviously, like soccer training is the most important thing, right? But I wanted to give them things outside of it that's also going to help their development. Because I mean, you guys know, like if you are a higher level athlete, like I played at the Division I level, you and I both know, like to get to that level, you have to be doing more than just 1 session a week, right? You got to be doing, nutrition where you got to be working on your body. You've got to be doing drills at home. You've got to be doing mental preparation, watching game film. There's so many things that you have to do to get to that next level. So I took the same approach with working with these athletes. So I basically put a simple program together, which was 4 sessions. So it was a minimum commitment. I knew that if players came into me, they had to commit to me for 3 months. Okay. We're playing, this is a sport. They want to get to the higher level. They're already committed to clubs. They're committed to clubs for a year. You're telling me they can't commit to me for 3 months? So I was like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. So I offered a 3-month commitment minimum where I said, hey, you can only commit to me for 3 months. If you don't want to commit to me for 3 months, go to Joe Schmo down the street who just wants some extra cash and doesn't really care about your development. I care about your development, and I'm telling you right now, you are not going to get results after 2 sessions. Like it's going to take a couple months. And I knew after 2 months, 2 months in, they were going to get awesome results. And then I gave them an extra month on top of that. So then it would just blew them out of the water. And I knew that they would constantly be coming back because it was that good. And I was right. But what I basically offered was like, I did 4 sessions a month, right? So 1 session a week. I wasn't doing multiple sessions a week. All right. These guys, they have trainings with clubs and other commitments. Like they don't have time for that. Okay. I knew they could commit to me 1 day a week though. That's all I asked of them. So 4 sessions a week, 12 total sessions. Then what I did is I gave them an online drill library. So I built my own app. So I actually have a company that I give my clients that we build our own apps for all of our clients and help them build out their backend systems to create online drill libraries, which was I put all the videos of I'd go out to the field for maybe 5 hours on 1 day and I shot 100 videos. And then I put and they're all technical drills, shooting drills, passing drills. And I put them all into this drill library inside of the backend system that I give to my clients. And I was able to assign the drills. So now instead of the players just training with me once a week, now they're able to train with me 24/7 whenever, wherever they want, right? Which is super valuable. So now they can train with me every day. Then on top of that, I assigned specific drills to specific players in the beginning because I wanted to get them better really much, much quicker, right? Because I wanted to get them results. And then on top of that, I also gave them a goal setting session that I would sit down with them basically for the first 15 minutes before we started our 3 months and said, all right, look, this is how you set goals. This is what we want to accomplish. Here's how we're going to do it. And then I was like, all right, dude, go put this up on your bed. Go put this on your front door, wherever you need to see it. You see it every day and read it every single day. So you know, and you have some purpose. And then what that did is that motivated the hell out of the kid as well, the athlete. And he was like, okay, like I'm going to get after this for 3 months. I'm going to get after this. I'm going to get to my goals. And then he started becoming so much more committed, so much more dialed in on and bought in on what I was trying to provide for him. And same thing with the parent. And then the parent saw that, was like, oh dude, you've changed my kid's life. Like now he's going all in on this. Like, I love it. This is great. I want to keep paying you. I want to keep staying in this. And then I gave him a training shirt on top of that, just for fun, just to be different from everybody else. And by me putting all of those things together, I was able to double my price. So instead of charging $40 a session, I charged $80 a session, but it was for 3 months upfront. So I think it was like $960 I initially started for an upfront payment. And then of course, like a lot of people can't afford to pay that upfront. So then I would just put them on a monthly and then attach an agreement to it, which I also give to my clients, but an agreement that locks them in for 3 months. Basically say, all right, look, you're going to pay me monthly for 3 months. At the end of the 3 months, you need to let me know 30 days in advance that you're going to cancel, and then we can stop the agreement and you can stop the training. But I knew they weren't going to stop because my stuff was so damn good. And I was able to double my prices. And what happened is so many people started coming to me. My business started to blow up because of how valuable my offer was, right? Everybody you guys all are stuck thinking that like if I lower my prices, like I somehow am going to get more clients. It's just furthest from the truth. Like people perceive value based off of price, right? Like the higher the price, the more value. And then on top of that, I'm literally giving them so many extra things that are making the player so much better. It makes Joe Schmo, or it makes you guys who are doing the per session thing look like a joke. So they want to come to me all freaking day. And that's what happened. They came to me. And guess what? What's funny enough is my competition was doing the per session thing, raised their prices to $80 a session. And we're still offering the same thing. So then now I could raise my prices even more and make even more. And by me making more money, I was able to help more athletes and offer affordable training for lower tier athletes. And my business blew up. And it all started with a kick butt offer. Okay, so that's step one. Step two is I moved. So I scaled from one-on-one. So basically my offer started as a one-on-one. All right. I knew in the beginning, just to get athletes in the door, get results, I needed to start one-on-one. Then once I had one-on-one, then I moved from one-on-ones into group work. Okay. Because I had enough players at that point. So I moved into groups. And what that did is that allowed me to scale. So instead of working 10 hours a week, right, which I was doing 10 trainings a week, Monday through Friday, or whatever it was, right? Instead of doing 10 one-on-ones a week, now I was able to do 10 groups a week. That allowed me, so instead of charging, let's say I was charging, initially my final one-on-one offer was $100 a session, so $1,200 up front for one-on-one training. So I just charged half of that. So it was $600 up front for 3 months of training for group sessions. So then I could get 6 people in each group. 6 people in each group. You know what that is per month? Or for 3 months up front for 6 people? That's like $3,600 for one group. For 1 hour a week, 4 hours a week. That's it. I make 36. That's more than what you guys are making in several months. And I do that in 1 hour. Okay. And then I did that across 10 different groups, right? Now, initially, I ran into the problem of what you guys were running into, which was, or what you're running into now, which is I don't have enough people in my program to open up groups. I only have enough people to do one-on-ones, or I'm doing 2-on-1s or 3-on-1s. Okay. That's when number 3 step came in. So all I had to do was get a good offer. So I nailed my offer. I knew what got my clients results. Then I moved into a more scalable model, which was groups. And then I started adding coaches in, which made it even more scalable. But that's when I moved to step 3, which is ads. Okay. Boom. This right here was the sole responsibility of why I absolutely blew up to 300 athletes. Running ads on Instagram and Facebook blew up my business. And this is why, because it's so simple. I knew every single parent is on Facebook and Instagram. I used to send DMs on Facebook. I used to do posts in groups. I used to do all of that stuff, right? Because I knew all the parents were on Facebook and Instagram. I knew they were on social media. Everybody's on social media. Like, people, you're on social media right now watching this, right? So I knew that. So I knew if I could get my message, calling them out and showing them my trainings in front of their face on social media, my business would blow up. And that's exactly what I did. So I actually paid somebody to learn how to run locally targeted Facebook and Instagram ads. And it was so simple. Like, you create a simple ad where it's got my trainings all over it. And you could do a picture ad or a video ad. And then I have a script over it talking directly to somebody, just like I'm talking directly to you right now, which is I'm talking to my target audience. So I would start off a video as like, if you're a parent of a soccer player ages 8 to 14 in the Cary, North Carolina area, talk directly to that parent who's in my area, who's got the kid that I want, who's a soccer player, right? And then I tell them who, what, when, where, why, what we provide, who what kind of coach I am. And then at the end of the video, I would give them a simple call to action, be like, sign up at the link below. And then I would push them to a lead form, and then they would sign up. And I just saw an absolute, like, instead of me, like right here, I was kind of like this, like if this is the axis, I'm growing like this. Once I found out ads, I went like this. And what happens, guys, is when you start working with more people and more people start seeing you, people will see you all over social media. Like how ads work is simple. Like if your location is here, I can run an ad and target people within a 15-mile radius. So everybody within a 15-mile radius in here, I can send out my ad to. Everybody outside of this won't see it. Everybody inside of it will. So every single parent in my area has seen me. They've seen me either on social media or they've heard of me from one of my clients. And the more people that see me, and the more people that I work with, the more people that recommend me, and that word of mouth effect kicks in, where I just started going absolutely parabolic, right? Like I started getting people in the door, more people were telling people, more people, and then I just shot up. And then eventually I got so big that the YMCA started seeing me, other organizations started seeing me, and they wanted in as well. So that's when I started doing camps and clinics for every YMCA in the local area. I ran a camp and clinic for quite literally 200 athletes across all the YMCAs in my local area because they saw me all the time. They knew how good of results I was getting, how awesome my offer was, and I was able to just scale. And then I started hiring coaches, and then I didn't even need to show up to trainings anymore, because I was just scaling so fast and ultimately working with so many athletes and getting such great results. I mean, it was insane. And that was all due to, yes, offering the groups. That set me up. But the ads is what really blew me up, put me on the map, and took me to that next level. And I absolutely destroyed my competition, right? Now, if you're somebody who's not running ads, what you need to think about too is like, your competition in your area is going to figure this out. They're probably watching this video too. You think you're the only one with the internet? No. They're going to watch this video. They're going to figure out the ads, right? So one of you guys is going to come to me and learn how to do this. So if that's you, then go watch a video below. I'm going to link it in the description that explains this more in depthly. And then maybe if you like that video and makes sense to you, then go book in a call with me. All right. But go watch that video that I'm about to link. This explains everything that you need to do this to learn so you can get here way, way, way more in depthly. All right. But that's everything for today's video. Hope you guys got a ton of value out of that. You can also hit me up on Instagram at @therealnoahfarner. But that's everything, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go like, comment, subscribe, and hope you guys got some value out of it. Go make some money. Go change your life. Go start building this and building out this system right now. Please make some change. Peace.